Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a review of Can You Keep a Secret, Episode 8. Now, this morning, I just covered the 100 Girlfriends episode with the Shizuka moment, the MVP of that episode. But today, this afternoon, I want to cover this show because tomorrow I will cover tying it out with the Amigami sister and possibly the Okinawa anime, probably Tuesday or Wednesday. But I want to cover this one first. Since the show aired. Episode 8 of this show, this is a Christmas. This is just a Christmas show. Now, when it comes to Christmas, there are some moments in anime where they celebrate Christmas. Some Christmas have OVAs in terms of fan service. Some Christmas episodes that makes you feel warm and welcome. And some Christmas moments that go off the wall. And some Christmas animes it gives us new life, a new year. Well, Christmas, presents, Santa Claus, etc. But it's like a new chapter in life, a new way to celebrate Christmas in ways more than one. People celebrate Christmas. Some people do. Some people don't. And when one Christmas episode, another ship commence. And like all animes, there are two types of shippings. There's the main ships, and there are the side ships. Well, a side ship that is also added to the shipping that doesn't affect the other shippings. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Can You Keep a Secret, Episode 8. Now, this is a Christmas episode, like I said. Yui and Masuku's relationship has been great. Their relationship is so great that ever since they smashed on their anniversaries, their 6-month anniversary, that they got, Masuku is the man, got the rings, as a symbol that he wears on his neck and she wears on her finger. That move, they're going to stay together forever. Now, while that relationship is there, there's another ship that's on the horizon. And it's not even interfering with Yui and Masuku's relationship. It's Somei and Hayakawa. Now, before I get to that, I like to add this to the Yui and Masuku relationship. Masuku has a sister. He has a little sister. And I'm one of those people who believes when you add a character into this, when you add a family relatives into the shippings, into a rom-coms, we gotta know more about this. Like the MC. I didn't know he had a sister. Now that it's been confirmed, I hope that his little sister is adapted to next week's episode or 2 episodes maybe, because I want to see about the little sister and maybe get along with you. She get along with you. I actually want to see that. Okay, now that's the way. Let me go back to Soma and Hayakawa relationship. Now, Hayakawa, we don't really talk about her, and Somei, we don't really talk about him either because they're side characters, and sometimes side characters get the love. We don't really talk about them that much. Soma and Hayakawa have one thing in common though. They sit across from the table and drink coffee. They go to a shop and drink coffee together and talk. Now, Ayake is the boss. And her relationship, I get it. They show a little flashback as to why her relationship didn't compel. Like, it showed us more about a little bit of a flashback of her relationship and work. So it didn't work. And I kind of repuddle that word. But my point is, her relationship backfired when she was at work. So it didn't actually planned out. So that's why she's living a happy go single life thing. Then Somei came involved, and Somei is like the lone wolf. He is the quiet lone wolf that everybody likes. Yeah, he doesn't have he doesn't really show a lot of personalities, but Somei is that type of guy you could trust. You could trust. Yeah, he may be the lone wolf, but you could trust him. I mean, he knows about the secret that Yui Masuku has, and since this day, he hasn't told anybody about it. Okay, now, here's the thing. Somei is 8 years difference from Ayake. Somei is 24, and Ayake is 32. Now, I understand that doesn't really work. I know, I get it. This is an adult rom-com. I get it. People looking at this age gap, there's 2 ways to look at this. On the one hand, this is an age gap difference. 8-year gap difference. Like Hayake is 8 years older than him. And I get that. She's 32, he's 24. I get all of that. But people are saying that that's okay because that's adult age. That's fine. I mean, think about this, guys. Have you watched? I'm pretty sure in real life that there are people who date people 10 years older. There's people 10 years older. Just think about it. Think about it from like a, I'll give you an example. Let's say a 28-year-old boy is dating, I don't know, a 37-year-old girl. I mean, a 37-year-old woman or 38-year-old woman. Does that change the fact that it's natural? I mean, it may be bad for some people, but some people actually agree with it because it's an adult rom-com. It's an adult vibe. So, of course, the age gap is different between the two, 24 and 32. I get that. It is completely freaking different. Now, you can't have a Christmas party without you can't have a Christmas anime with some partying going on. So the entire crew decides to go on a karaoke thing, and everybody get drunk, especially in the restaurants. Everybody's getting drunk. We see Yui and Masku's going, complaining to each other, playing footsies underneath the tables, in the restaurant. But everyone gets so drunk, and Somei and Hayaka's relationship is in sync. Like, they both want ginger ale, that you change your mind for oolong tea. That's that. But then the karaoke thing, Hayake doesn't, she has really, really feelings for Somei. I mean, really do. I mean, you see the writing on her face. It's just like with Yui, the writing's on the wall with her blushiness. We see that in her, just like with Ayakawa. So she loves Somei so much that she even exchanged phone numbers for her because she's actually in love with him. Okay, now going back to Yui and Masuku's relationship. It's good to a point where it's like Christmas is so better that her product is getting a second, like past the first round, not the second round. So their relationship is really good. Now, I understand that we didn't get like a Christmas action going on between Yui and Masuku. Like, yeah, I get it. They had a 6-month anniversary and they smashed last week's episode. But this week episode, I get that people wanted to see you and celebrate Christmas together by having a night of passion, dressing up as Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus and fooling around, giving each other's presents, all that. I truly, truly get that. But this episode not only focuses on like Christmas love between you and Masuku, but also the Christmas love between Hayakawa and Somei. And because of that, that makes so surreal to see this new couple goes in play. So I'm happy overall. This episode is really nice to see. It just showed us more about the things between Hayakawa and Somei. And like, I get it. I like how this episode focused on main ship and the side ship. It shows a development of the side ship as it builds, and I hope we see more of it. Also, the sister, Masuku's sister, I really hope we get to see somewhat of the sister. I really do. I hope she makes her appearance next week, or probably not. We don't know. But I look forward to it as much as the next guy. But thank you for watching my review of the show. And again, this is Christmas time for them. And then they move on to the next year. Let's see what the year goes for them. We'll see. So stay tuned for next week's episode of it, and I'm sure you will.